What's going on, guys? Dale7402 back with another episode of Ringside Republic. We're going to be going over your review for Monday Night Raw, live from Nashville, Tennessee, July the 17th, 2017. We're going to do a quick review of this fucking horrendous piece of shit the WWE gave us last night. Keeping to my word, I'm going to start doing the reviews, the Raw reviews, the day after. I was hoping to do it the morning after, but I had shit I had to do today. Had to mow some yards, had to do some work around the house. Never take a day off. Even when I'm not at work, I'm still doing work. Got to put in work. So I'm going to dive right into it, guys. After the review, I'll check and see if there's any news up. I know there's at least one or two stories floating around right now that I can report on. But Dean Ambrose kicks off the show, guys. He comes out and calls out The Miz, but Rollins comes out. And Rollins and Ambrose go back and forth a little bit, and we get an apology from Seth Rollins to Dean Ambrose about the betrayal to the Shield from Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins apologizes for betraying the Shield, which I thought was pretty crazy. During this whole segment, The Miz and his entourage ended up coming out. I will not ever call it the Miz-tourage because that's fucking stupid. Miz and his entourage come out. The crowd, for the first time ever, were chanting for Roman Reigns. For the first time in the history of this fucker's push, the WWE Universe in Nashville, Tennessee last night was chanting for Roman Reigns. They want to see a reformation of the Shield. It is the only thing in which we would actually give a fuck about Roman Reigns. So they end up coming out. The Miz and the Entourage beat down Ambrose and Rollins, and an obvious tag match is made for next week. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose will face Miz and his entourage. Bayley versus Alexa Bliss came up. Nia comes out. Sasha comes out to rescue Bayley, and Bayley end up getting the win over Alexa Bliss clean. Another match is made for next week through this. Kurt makes Sasha versus Bayley for the number one contendership at SummerSlam. During this point, guys, my power went out real quickly and come back on, so my DVR and my TiVo, whatever, had to reset, so I missed. When it came back on, there was a 205 live match, a cruiserweight match that I could give two fucks less about. I don't know who won. I don't care. Enzo Amore comes out and starts talking shit about Big Cass. Cass comes out. Enzo grabs a seat in the crowd and says he's going to sit down and watch Big Show beat the hell out of Big Cass. Big Cass ended up getting the upper hand in this situation. He took out the Big Show and Enzo and left the ring. Elias Samson versus Finn Balor. Again, this match we have. It's nothing I was really interested in seeing, but towards the end of this match, to conclude this match, Finn Balor ended up winning by DQ when Elias Samson grabbed his guitar and viciously fucking wrapped it around the back of the head of Finn Balor. This was fucking awesome. I love to see brutality. I love to see aggression. Elias Samson busted that guitar over the back of Finn's head, and it cut Finn Balor. Sorry, guys. Mowing them yards. I got a little grass in my throat. It cut Finn Balor in the back of his head, and he was bleeding quite profusely towards the end of this match. Excuse me. Oh, I'm choking on the hell that was Monday Night Raw last night. I'm choking on the fact that Raw is bullshit and the storylines fucking suck. And the only thing that happened last night of any interest I knew was coming, and I actually predicted it last week. After Elias Samson got DQ'd and Finn Balor's bleeding from the back of his head, they're helping Finn to the back when Bray Wyatt appears on the screen. Bray Wyatt cuts a promo on Finn Balor. Now, I'd say what we're looking at here is Bray Wyatt versus the Demon King at SummerSlam. But this feud with Elias and Finn Balor, it's not anything I'm interested in seeing. But you can't bust a fucking guitar over the back of a guy's head and then start a new program with somebody else. Now, there has been a match made for next week. It will be Finn Balor versus Elias Sampson in a no DQ match next week on Monday Night Raw. So maybe that'll end the feud, and then they can get into a thing with Bray Wyatt. But I think WWE is really, really fucking confused about what's going on and what direction they're going with some of these athletes, guys. Kurt Angle makes Sasha versus Bayley for #1 contender next week. Akira Tozawa versus Arya Daivari. Titus O'Neil throws in the towel for Akira Tozawa, and Daivari gets the win. Nothing very interesting whatsoever. Now we come to the fucking bullshit portion of the night, which it was all bullshit, but this really was the icing on the cake. Kurt Angle comes to the ring for his big announcement, and he reveals that Jason Jordan of American Alpha is his son and a new member of Monday Night Raw. Guys, I don't fucking know what to say about this bullshit. You know, I just don't know. I almost think that Stephanie, the angle of Stephanie McMahon and Kurt Angle having an affair would have been more intriguing than this. I was excited for this show. I was excited that maybe we would get something special, or maybe it would be the beginning of something different, but WWE just completely let us the fuck down again. Jason Jordan comes out, and he is revealed to be Kurt Angle's son and the newest member of Monday Night Raw. And I don't know, it looks like WWE is breaking up American Alpha. Yet another tag team suffering at the hands of WWE in their horrendous booking. So, you know, this guys, to me, was just ridiculous. It's just stupid. I went on Wikipedia just for curiosity's sake, and Wikipedia lists Jason Jordan's real name, his birth name, as Nathan Angle. So, I don't fucking know. I'm not sitting here and telling you that I'm actually believing this storyline, but I don't know. If it was true, if this turns out to somehow miraculously be true, then it's a little bit easier to accept. But it's just, we're past this, guys. We're past this. This is not the old days. This is not Vince McMahon revealing Hornswoggle as his son. It's not those days anymore. You know, we want realism and brutality. We don't want fake ass, bullshit ass storylines. It's just, I don't know, guys. It's embarrassing to call yourself a wrestling fan sometimes, and when WWE do what they did last night, it makes it even worse. Hardys versus the Revival. The Revival gets the win. If the Hardys aren't broken, I don't give a fuck. Roman Reigns, this leads us to the main event, guys. Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe for the #1 contendership to the Universal title. Strowman comes out, takes everyone out, and obviously I think what we're headed for is a fatal four-way at SummerSlam between Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, and Samoa Joe. Guys, if I have to give the show a rating last night, I would give it a fucking 2. I mean, it sucked. It was just a fucking terrible show. What the fuck does WWE think? I mean, how can they get it so wrong? How can they get it so wrong so often? I mean, more often than not, WWE gives us fucking bullshit, and they are trying to shove it down our throats and make us accept it. and they're headed in a bad place, guys. I don't know. There's rumors going around. For example, there's a rumor going around that Battleground is far from sold out. Sunday, July 23rd in Philadelphia, the WWE is putting on their pay-per-view Battleground, and it's nowhere near sold out. And the WWE is reportedly offering discounts on tickets up to and beyond 50% off face value. They have cut their pyro entirely, and they've cut Talking Smack. There's a lot of people are upset about the Talking Smack thing. I didn't watch it. I don't watch Talking Smack. I don't watch Raw Talk. I watch Raw, SmackDown, every pay-per-view, every takeover, and sometimes I try to keep up with NXT. I don't watch 205 Live. I don't watch any of those other shows. I really don't. And right now this is another rumor going around that there is some talk that WWE and NBC are discussing bringing back Saturday night's main event as an occasional special in its old time slot at 11:30 p.m. I don't know if WWE is trying to make money. I mean, they're probably still in the hole from WrestleMania. I mean, all you got to do is look at that stage and look at that setup that they had, and it's untelling how much money it cost to put on WrestleMania last year. But I think that there's something going on the WWE is not telling us about. I think that WWE is financially in trouble, or maybe they're heading in the wrong direction. Maybe they're heading in a bad place as far as it relates to money. I mean, there's no excuse. I never thought that WWE would cut out pyro entirely. Some wrestlers do not need it. Some of these guys don't need it whatsoever, but some do. I think that Brock Lesnar definitely needs it. I think that AJ Styles could use it, and there's some that definitely need it. Some don't, but cutting it entirely, it just feels weird to see Monday Night Raw come on without the pyrotechnics display going on. To kick off the show. I don't know. Guys, WWE's heading in a bad spot. I don't know what's going on, but there's something going on that they're obviously keeping from the public, and I'm sure it will come out eventually. But as far as Raw goes, guys, it was a fucking shit show. I give it a 2 out of 10. If you didn't watch it, you didn't miss anything. anything. And whatever. Maybe SmackDown will be better. I don't know about you guys, but as of right now, I don't really have any fucking interest in watching Battleground either. It's not surprising to me that the tickets are not fucking even nowhere near being sold out. That's all I got for you guys right now. I'm just really disappointed with the product and the booking and everything that's going on. If you like the show, if you like the podcast, whatever, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter at Dale74021. Pledge on Patreon, patreon.com/Dale74021. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let's get the views up. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the show. It's fucking bullshit in my opinion. 2 out of 10. Hopefully SmackDown will be better, but my hopes are not up for that either. Guys, that's all I got for you. Have a good one. We'll see you back tomorrow for your SmackDown Live review.